I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world.
Hello and welcome back to Dishing on Swishing. And stupid intro aside, Kyrie Irving is one of the best players in the NBA, and last year he helped lead the Cavs to one of the greatest series comebacks in NBA history. He may play second fiddle to LeBron, but he is, in his own right, a very great player. He is an offensive wizard and has a crossover that gives me flashbacks of Tim Hardaway in the 90s. He's only 23 years old and is leading the new wave of score-first point guards and really improved last year at playing with other players around his caliber. And going right into the stats, we can see that over his career he averages 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists on solid field goal percentages. And this year he's doing even better at 24, 3, and 6 assists per game with even higher percentages, and his 3-point percentage this year especially has been very good. Under advanced stats, we can see that his assist to turnover ratio was 2.30, which is good for 38th in the NBA, but it's still above players such as John Wall and Damian Lillard. His effective field goal was 50.9%, true shooting percentage 55.8%, and his plus minus was 6.0, 9.8 in wins and -10 in losses. Now, because Kyrie's attack is based around creativity, we're going to do the next section a little differently. Signature move, dribbling wizardry. Kyrie is one of the best freestylers in the history of the league. He has an innate ability to anticipate what needs to come next while also dictating how his defender is playing him. Since he has so many different moves in this category, it's almost like a scoring series unto itself. And because of this, we're going to look at some of my favorite among his driving moves. There are 2 levels to Kyrie's drives. The first is to get past the front line of the defense. The second is to get past the help. Now let's take a look at the first moves first. Number 1, single crossover. This is his base move that all of his other moves play off of. He has very strong and quick hands. This combined with his little hesitation and low wide crossover, it makes this move extremely good and difficult to guard. Number 2, double crossover. This is Kyrie's favorite move. Let's take a quick look at how sports science breaks this move down.
For a crossover, Kyrie typically exposes the ball for about a quarter of a second. Because it takes about 2/10 of a second to react to visual stimuli, this ball movement gives the defender's brain just enough time to process the bait. And as his defender shifts roughly 60% of his weight onto one foot, Kyrie swings the ball behind his back at up to 21 miles per hour. That's about 3 times faster than the strike of a copperhead. This allows Kyrie, in just 35 hundredths of a second, to create about 5 feet of separation from his defender. And this is one reason why, during the regular season, Kyrie actually averaged more points per game off of drives than Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Durant combined.
This move is so effective because smarter defenders know not to bite on a regular crossover and get beat that easily. Unfortunately for them, Kyrie is one step ahead. When a defender guesses the crossover is coming and jumps to that side to prevent the drive, Kyrie quickly crosses back over, usually behind his back, and maybe throws a couple more crossovers in for good measure before making his way to the rim. Number 3, hesitation dribble. Just watch. Number 4, dribble spin. He likes to use this move when a player is pressuring him particularly hard, but he doesn't want to change the pace, so he protects the ball with his body while his team runs their set. And if he doesn't see an opportunity for a teammate, he'll just take it himself. Number 5, the okeydoke / mini sham god. He often uses this in combination with his other moves. It's one of my personal favorites. He usually does this by pushing the ball forward where the defender thinks he can get to it, but Kyrie basically has the ball on a string and simply pulls it back and gets straight to the rim. Now once he gets past that first line, the help is going to rotate over. Here you can pass out to the open man, which he does sometimes, but more often than not, he likes to go in for the score. To do this, he has to do a couple of things. Find a way to avoid the help while also finding the right angle to the basket. This is a huge part of what makes Kyrie brilliant. His footwork and quickness only add to his craftiness. Let's look at his second level moves. Number 1, the D-Wade. This move was made famous by Dwayne Wade and is another crossover of sorts. When the defender goes for the steal or tries to bump him to cancel momentum, he picks up the ball and goes over the defender's head with it. This move helps draw fouls and make space. Most of the time the defender is not expecting it and he uses it to perfection. Number 2, the Eurostep. This is a more standard move used by a lot of NBA players. To do this move, he plants hard, usually off his right foot, and goes the other direction, leaving the defender behind. Kyrie likes to use it to get his nice little wrong foot layup. Number 3, the spin move. Kyrie has incredible footwork. He doesn't waste much motion with this move. Sometimes he even turns it into an up and under move or a turnaround jumper. He also likes it most going left. Number 4, the floater. With his extensive knowledge of scoring angles, he doesn't need this too often, but it is in his repertoire for any time he does need it. Number 5, the pull-up or step-back jumper. First of all, rip Brandon Knight. Second, if you watch Kyrie much, you'll notice he likes to use this move in short clock situations. It often comes with a few crossovers beforehand, but not always. We'll break it down a little bit more in a bit. Counter move, pick and roll. You can't always go one-on-one and be successful, especially as a point guard. You need to be able to operate the pick and roll, and Kyrie is very good at it. His ball handling ability is vital to this, but he is also adept at the pocket pass. His favorite options out of this are his mini sham god and his pull-up jumper. Counter 2, rhythm dribble jumper or step back. This move is his answer to defenses sagging off, and it's probably the easiest shot in his arsenal. When the defender backs off, he just takes one dribble in front of his body to get into rhythm and takes the jump shot. This is also one of his go-to moves late in games, but that's more combined with his step back jumper and crossovers. All this combined with a deadly catch and shoot three-point shot and his ability off the ball as a cutter makes Kyrie one of the best guards in the NBA. He is a good playmaker, but that is not his strongest suit. But with LeBron's ability as a passer, it really doesn't matter. Conclusion: it may be LeBron's team, but without Kyrie, their last championship doesn't happen. He is their clutch performer and debatably their best scorer. Cleveland continues to be the best team in the East, and I don't see that changing for a while at least. He is still young and hopefully has a long career ahead of him. He is personally one of my favorite players to watch because of his creativity and great attitude, and he has consistently improved a different part of his game every season and looks to continue this going forward. Time for the post-game interview. Who is the best ball handler in the NBA? Kyrie, Curry, Crawford, Paul, Wall, or Harden? Click the card to vote in the poll or let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you liked it. While you're here, consider subscribing. And if you're really feeling generous, go ahead and share this video with your friends. And join us next time for more Dishing on Swishing.